you so much for pressing play. Every time you press play, like I always say, it gives me the inspiration to do another video. So what I'm going to do this video about today, I've had some questions about Tremayne. How do you set up your day? How do you put yourself in a state of flow and get yourself in a state of flow on a day-to-day basis? So what I want to do is just take you behind the scenes on how I pretty much get myself ready at a peak state. So the first thing I do is a technique called release. I know a lot of people either pray or meditate in the morning. What I do is release. And what releasing is releasing is getting your mind, the negative programs in your mind out of your mind. You're releasing them. And the way I quickly do that is I have this sheet that I go through every single day. And it takes me about 2 or 3 minutes to go through. And I ask myself, who or what am I afraid of now? Who or what do I want to control now? Whose approval do I want right now? And I'm not going to read the whole thing, but the last one, I really love the last question. Could I let go of being so smart and allow it to be other than what I think it is? And as I go through this, what it does is it releases the negative programming that I have in my mind, so I can stay focused during the day. And then also I have this picture that I visualize of this chart of when you stop. A lot of times people stop at a certain point and they don't get a chance to experience the breakthrough. And I don't want to get into that mindset. So I always look at this before I really get started, and I get to my next thing. So the next thing that I do is I do a daily primer. So my daily primer is based on how I theme out my days. So for instance, Monday through Saturday, I have a certain theme for my day. So on Mondays, I'm thinking about and doing things around how am I creating a value proposition. I'm looking at any product or working on any product things. On Tuesdays, I'm looking at growth and design thinking. Wednesdays, customer support. You get the point. And on Saturdays, I usually do a recap. I look at what I did right, what I did wrong, what's working, what's not working. And that's how I theme my days. So every day, what I do is I go through the primer. So today, let me pull this up really quick. So today, give me a second here. So I usually take my notes as far as everything that I'm thinking about that day and try to learn something new about it. So like I was saying, today I was doing customer support, customer success, and design thinking. So what I'll do is I'll find an article based on that, go through the article, and then point out some of the notes, and then go through it each and every day. So that day, if I'm working on anything that has to do with customer success, I'm already primed. I've already gotten some input on how to approach it. Okay, so after I'm done with that, I'm feeling good. I have a general idea of what I'm getting into for the day. Then what I do is I check my emails. I know a lot of you like to check your emails first thing in the morning. That's actually the worst thing that you can do is check your emails first, because what checking your emails is literally you're getting on someone else's to-do list. You don't want to be on anybody else's to-do list. So what I do is I check my emails. I see if there's anything that I need to do. If not, I'll just go through here, archive it, because my goal is I try to keep my inbox as close to zero as possible. That clears your mind out. That clears all your clutter out. And then as you're working through the day, you're not distracted to keep going back to your inbox. I always have some music on. This is some instrumental. As I'm doing this, I have some music, some more upbeat instrumental music. Also, so after I'm done checking my email, I'll also check my DMs, my social media. I'll check all those communications. Only looking for things I need to do to put on my to-do list, not getting on somebody else's to-do list. After that, I look at my calendar. As you see, it's all themed out. I'm on the top. And then I block out the times where I'm going to work on certain things. So for instance, I block out in 4-hour increments, 2-hour increments, 1-hour increments, and then a half-hour increments. And I do that throughout the course of the day. Once I look at my calendar, I'll go through my notes. As you see on the side, my notes are very well organized. And I'll just see if there's anything, like, for instance, like I'll go through inspiration. I'll just scan and look if there's anything in my notes that stick out, that give me some inspiration. Or if I'm looking for some new ideas, I'll do that. That's that. And then the last thing, I put everything in my notes. So with that said, have a good day.